What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Today, we are talking about exercise consistency. Consistency is a big thing that a lot of people struggle with, not even in terms of just exercise, but consistency with whatever you're trying to improve. So, I think if you're someone who struggles with consistency with exercise, this is something you need to listen to. And then if you're just struggling with being consistent with any other aspect of your life, this will also be helpful. So tune in and let's get into it. So yesterday I was talking to someone and they were saying that their biggest struggle right now is consistency. And they'll start working out for a period of time and then they'll fall off and then they'll keep going through the same cycle of starting, stopping, starting, stopping. And this time around, they're thinking of doing a challenge of 15 days of exercise straight. And that sounds like a good idea at first, but when you really think about it, it's a horrible idea. It doesn't make any sense because if you do 15 days straight, you're likely going to burn yourself out, especially if you have not been exercising consistently for a long period of time. And instead of viewing consistency or working out like a Snapchat streak or some type of challenge, you should just really try to do something that you can do. Like set yourself up for success. Instead of trying to do 15 days straight, why not try to do the minimal effective dose? Why not try to do only 1 or 2 days? And then once you get consistent with that, you can increase. But if you try to go from doing nothing to trying to do everything, if you try to go from 0 to 100, you will burn yourself out and then you will end up in the same spot of starting all over and not being consistent. And if you want to be able to stick with something for a long period of time, the best thing you can do is start small and gradually increase from there. But because we always want to do things very quickly, we think these challenges, these streaks are going to get us to where we want to go, but it's really not. It's actually going to have the opposite effect. So, some few tips that I have to help increase your consistency is one that we already discussed. Start with the amount of exercise that you know you can do. So, the way I think about it is always ask people on your worst week, on your busiest week, how many days do you think you can exercise? And it doesn't have to be for an hour, it doesn't have to be for an hour and a half. How many days do you think you can do at least 15 minutes exercise? And you take that number and that's your goal. So say on your worst week, you can do 2 days of exercise for 20 minutes. You start with that goal. And if you do anything more than 2 days, that's great. That's a win. That's bonus. But try to hit 2 days a week. And then once you're consistent with that for about 3, 4 weeks, then you can add in another workout day or you can add in more time during the workout. You can increase the duration. And then once you get effective with that, then you can start adding more things on. But the more things you add on at once, the less likely you are to be consistent with it. And that isn't in a negative way. That's not to be doubtful, but this is just a way to ensure that you are setting yourself up for success. Too many people set themselves up for failure by trying to do too many things at once and end up getting overwhelmed. And it doesn't work. So start with 2 days or whatever amount of days you know you can do and go from there. Me personally, I know on my worst week, I can work out 4 days out the week. And that's what I aim for. Last week I worked out for 5 days. Great. Like that's cool. But I hit 4 days. That's a win for me. So think about your life, think about your situation, and if you can do 2 days, 3 days, whatever, start with that and go from there. Next is a mindset thing. So you have to know it's okay to be flexible and you have to get out of the mindset of trying to be perfect because life be life in life is unpredictable and you have to know that it's okay to have days where you don't get it in. This is where that first tip comes in, knowing how many days per week you know you can work out. Every day you might not be able to work out, and if you have the expectation of that have the expectation that you are okay to miss a day. You're gonna feel better about yourself, and you're not gonna be discouraged because you know it's all part of the process. So if you go in knowing that it's okay to not be perfect, you'll set yourself up for success as opposed to beating yourself up when you know that you weren't going to work out anyways. And another thing that I like to tell people is your results. If you think of where you're going to be in like a year or the next 2 years, it's going to be a result of your efforts over a long period of time. It's not going to be your efforts over a 15-day span, a 30-day span, a 3-month span. This is why challenges like the 75 hard and all these other get fit quick challenges, they're stupid because that's not going to really do anything for your long-term results. It's more so about sustaining your efforts over a longer period of time. And the way you do that is through small, consistent actions, not these very intense, long bursts of effort that drain you. So remember, say it one more time, your results long term are going to come from the average of your efforts over a long period of time, not a span of 15 days or a month. So, with that being said, if you're struggling with consistency, start small. Start with the amount of days you know you can do in your worst week. And once you get consistent with that, increase it, whether you're adding another day to workout or you're adding more time to the workouts that you're already doing. And then number 3, get out your head, stop being perfect, and know it's okay to be flexible. If you guys want additional help on how to be consistent, message me. I would love to help. And I'm gonna head off this and get my workout in. So, peace.